I guess this is what you get in a brand new hotel. Built-in cords, USB port, more USB ports, and more USB ports.
Home Depot?
Sure. You gotta love Alaska cars. This time of year, it's impossible to keep a car clean. It's breakup season, guys. At least that's what we call it here. First errand. Done. Oh yeah, we are definitely home. Only in Alaska will you find a lifted, what is this thing, a PT Cruiser? So towns in Alaska never really put their best foot forward in the springtime because you literally have 5 months worth of sand and gravel that's getting ground up as every car passes by, not to mention all the normal litter and trash that shows itself once all the snow melts. And back on the Seward Highway. Well guys, I suppose this would be a good time to formally open the video. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to Anchorage, Alaska. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, a night in Anchorage is the most exotic thing around, but it does feel good to be back in our home state. I know we're vagabonds and nomads and travelers, but I get it. The sense of home, really, I like it. So, leaving Anchorage, those of you who have followed us for a while, you'll recognize the Seward Highway. It's one of the more beautiful drives in probably the country. I'm going to go as far as to say that one today too.
World.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful drives in the country.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you.
Ah yes, road construction season.
Together we will go into the mystic.
You're leaking.
It happens. It's been a rough winter, but also a good winter. And it feels good that we survived it. And you always have to keep thinking when there's a big storm in your life, like, okay, but that's because something really amazing is around the corner, and it's just, you're hitting a growth point. And I feel like we've come through to the other side of that. So I'm leaking.
You're making me leak too.
Into the light of the dark black night.
Alright guys, forgive the wind noise, but we just need to get a drink. Some of the best water around. Do you need to rehydrate after all that leaking?
Yeah. That's good. There we go.
Yeah, drink some of that Alaska water, baby.
Oh,
good for you.
Stuff.
It's pretty windy out there.
Oh my goodness, it's that Turnitin arm wind.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to fly the drone.
No way.
Well, not on
here.
Turnitin Arm. Maybe at the top of Turnitin Pass.
Yeah.
We'll see what it's like there. We did not make it very far.
Ooh, big bump. Sorry about that.
Alright, so this was not us. This damage was existing on this rental car prior to us, but it just doesn't want to stay in place. Shoot, that's not good. You can clearly tell there's been a lot of tire rubbing going on. This was all documented at checkout, right?
Yes.
So if I rip that whole thing out just for the sake of not having it rub a tire,
Yeah.
it's all documented, right?
I circled the area, I put broken, and I even showed it to the guy
Okay,
at the
so
counter.
we're good. Because I think that's the only way I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives a little more room to work. There's, now, it's like the whole piece, and these are all like securely bolted in.
Yep.
I need some zip
Duct
ties
tape.
and yeah, duct tape and zip ties.
We're home 5 minutes in Alaska. We already need duct tapes and zip ties.
Zip size?
You know what I mean.
All right, well, let me just try to secure it as well as I can.
Oh, that looks better. Now it's tucked back there where it belongs.
Yeah, but we got a really strong wind.
I know, it's gonna come back out.
Now, where were we? Man, I could use some snips right now. I could seriously just cut it off right there.
Well, I felt it when the tires, when I was driving
Oh
and
yeah, this thing's
it broke
all
off like this. It started making it hard to steer.
yeah.
It'll only get worse.
Do you have anything that we can cut with?
You know, there's scissors in the bag.
Let's try it. The white spots up there with legs, those are goats.
I don't know.
Is there a chance?
Try it. That's the strongest.
Whoa, check it out, babe.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let me just clear off this mess.
Yeah, a little at a time.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
oh yeah. It's doing it.
And you didn't want to buy these scissors for me. Aren't you glad we bought them now?
I am. You had a premonition.
I did. How did I know?
Hey, we should put a link to these on our Amazon store. We're getting it. Last cut. This is how we roll in Alaska, guys. Beauty scissors. Windy.
Gosh.
Okay, let me show you what it looks like now. Plenty of tire clearance. So guys, in case the wind was blowing too hard out there earlier, those white dots on the hillside with legs are goats. They're very common along the cliffs of the Seward Highway. Just regular everyday stuff though. I thought of a title for today's video.
Yeah, what's that?
What's it really like coming home to Alaska?
No kidding.
Woohoo! First gear, second gear. It's not looking too favorable for a drone flight,
No.
but it is Alaska and the weather can change in 10 minutes.
Or less.
So you guys see those chunks of dirty ice out there? That's actually fresh water ice that comes out of the rivers. And Turnagain Arm has such a massive tidal swing that it just crunches around and influxes back and forth and stirs and churns up all winter long, and it's got these kind of big nasty growlers this time of year. But yeah, it's fantastic looking in the dead of winter. It's just like this rugged, wicked landscape of clean, white, beautiful ice. Right now,
I got a basket full of lemons and they all taste the same. A window in a pigeon with a broken wing. Into the sun as a new day's rise. Now we'll wait for you tonight.
all right, guys. Well, it's time for some shameless plugs. Since we're back home in Alaska, you guys see this hat I always wear, the Alaska Life, and we got a little bottle here for the Alaska Life. It just really grounds us to our home state of Alaska and our travels to be wearing and representing local brands. It's still raining, honey. This is the spot where I wanted to send the drone up for you guys, but it's still precipitating and blowing. But yeah, it just always is good to carry a little piece of home with you, even though it's just a hat or a water bottle. I don't know, nostalgia.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
Yeah,
That's been there a while. The snow was all piled up in it.
it was.
Like I said, this road is dangerous. Henceforth, look at that guardrail all crunched up. And this is actually also, let me turn this down, the stretch when my dad, after we left for Shelby's medical emergency. He hit black ice driving our motorhome home to Seward, and just freaked him out. And there's like also a semi truck that wrecked. So I have no idea if that damage was from that semi truck accident or what.
The longing here for you.
This is where you hit black ice when you came to scout Seward out before we even moved here.
Right here on this curve. And I was driving north. I was
Towards
in the
Anchorage.
northbound lane, and I hit black ice, and I came across the line and hit that big snowbank right there. It was very scary.
But no damage to the
No,
vehicle.
the only thing that happened was that it's like snow got onto the brake pads, and so for a little while when I hit the brakes, it was icy, and it made that sound that brakes make when they get icy. Otherwise, life went on.
And somebody came and helped to pull you out of the ditch.
Yeah.
Your first experience
My first
of
experience with
Alaskan
hospitality.
And I will stumble and fall. Love is deep as the road is long.
We made it. Nelly, the old F-150. We're still alive.
All of us.
Well, no snow in the dog run. Shelby will like that. Alright, nice stack of wood still here. So my dad warned me that there was a bit of a mess when he unloaded the motorhome, because this is all stuff that would have froze over the winter. And when my grandpa passed away, I inherited a bunch of our family heirlooms and Japanese artifacts, and there's like 25 boxes that we sent up from San Diego, and I think the rest of them must be at the post office. Well, we still need to figure out when we leave if we keep this awesome trailer and kayaks, and then down there you'll see the ATV with the plow blade on it. So I doubt the battery still has a charge, but can I get the doors open? Oh, sweet. The doors are left unlocked. That means I can pop the hood. So a little thing about this truck is that my key doesn't work in the door, because I've always had remote controls, but a long time ago I was snowmobiling. Up here it's called snow machining in Mammoth, and I lost my keys and I had to get it like re-keyed up there, and ever since the key never worked in the door. And I'm pretty confident the battery won't start. Yep, I'm gonna have to jump it. I gotta love it that we live in an area where we can kind of leave our vehicles unlocked. Not that there's anything in there to steal. Okay, I added a quart of oil, and after almost 6 months there was still juice in our battery jumper box. Let's see if it's enough. Nope, I need to charge the jumper box. And we're charging. Gotta love birch bark. That stuff is pretty much flammable. Takes a flame so well. Well, guys, thanks for riding with us today. It's just a very surreal moment to be home, all of us together. But yeah, you don't need to see me jump starting a truck or stuff like that. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you like all this Alaska stuff that we've been sharing, go to our playlists, and we have a ton of Alaska videos from home here. That's where our roots are, where we got started. As for the direction on where the vlog is going now, we're gonna make videos of this process as we prepare to change gears to this next adventure, and there might be some random trips across the pond to go buy a expedition vehicle over there, and I don't know, but we are going to take you guys along. The vlog is going to take a little bit of a preparation project format, but still fun stuff. Gonna do fun things in between. It's not gonna be all work because life is too short not to play. All right, guys, well, I guess there's not much else to say. We've said a lot today, so we'll see you in the next video. Bye.